Hi and welcome along to ArsenalFanTV's review of the season 2016-17. What a roller coaster it was. What a traumatic season. It was a season of highs and lows. It was, I don't even know how to describe it. It was just simply an incredible season. And you know what? We're going to take a look back at it right now, you know, with the fans that we interviewed over that period. And I think you'll see it was the proverbial roller coaster ride. The first game of the season was a tough one. We faced Liverpool at home. Now, Liverpool in the summer, they'd gone out and they'd made some great signings, including Sadio Mane, who'd end up playing really well in this game. Arsenal, on the other hand, had made the signing of Granit Xhaka, but apart from that, Rob Holding they'd made as well. Apart from that, we hadn't really bought in the players that we needed. A familiar story with Arsenal, that we go into the first game of the season not prepared. And it's happened to us before. Who can remember, you know, I'm sure that rant with Chris Hudson when we played Aston Villa and we lost the first game of the season. Surely we wouldn't do that again, would we? Well, we did. You know, we was linked to Mustafi coming in as a centre-back, but we didn't get it done in time. We went into the game against Liverpool with the inexperienced pairing of Callum Chambers and Rob Holding, and it was just a disaster. And after the game, we interviewed Troopz, who was not happy, and he made a prediction.
Panicking.
No, I'm saying, are you panicking?
Yeah.
It's the first game of the season.
I'm panicking because I can only see this getting worse. I can see it only getting worse. And you see last year with this Tottenham team, finishing second, that's bullshit. That was luck. That was luck. Yeah, this is the year when we finish out the top four. This is the year. Yeah?
So we lost the first game of the season. Typical Arsenal, we do it every year. And we were off to a bad start. But we did pick it up a bit. The next game against the champions Leicester was a 0-0 draw. Went away to Watford, beat them by 3-1. Beat Southampton 2-1. And even got a decent draw against PSG in the Champions League. Really hard fought. But then the next game was the really big test. Chelsea at home. We hadn't beaten them for so long. Always a thorn in our side, Chelsea. And this was the big test. And you know what? Arsenal passed it with flying colours. Murdering Chelsea on the day. We beat them 3-0. It was a brilliant performance by the team. And after the game, the fans were really buzzing. None more than Heavy D.
Yes! Boomtastic! That's right, so listen, we turn them over like a pancake. They got flipped over, mate. We turn them over. Come on now. Come on. We're Arsenal, we're back. We got Ozil, we got Sanchez, we got Walcott.
After beating Chelsea, went on a little bit of a run. We beat Burnley, we beat Swansea quite easily, beat Sunderland easily. And then we got, you know, a couple of half-decent draws, a real last-minute one against Manchester United, and a little bit disappointing against Spurs at home, but it was a draw, 1-1. And we also got a decent draw against PSG in a game that we should really have won. So, you know what? Weren't playing too badly at that stage. Then we went into December. We played the first game in December against West Ham at the London Stadium. My first visit there to watch a game of football. And we absolutely took West Ham apart. There was a brilliant hat-trick on the day by Alexis Sanchez, who proved to be our player of the season. And Mo, after the game, was full of praise for the little Chilean.
And Alexis Sanchez, you know, there's a story, it's a true story with Alexis Sanchez in Tocopilla when he was 14 years old. His family was too poor to get him football boots. So his mum, God bless his mum, God bless you, Mrs. Sanchez, went to the mayor of Tocopilla and asked him to buy Alexis Sanchez football boots, and he obliged. And if it wasn't for you, the mayor of Tocopilla, back then, we wouldn't have Alexis Sanchez doing what he's doing for us today. So thank you to Alexis Sanchez's mum, and thank you to the old mayor of Tocopilla, because we are the beneficiaries of one of the greatest players in this league, who's reaching like hero status at the Arsenal, and he was taking the mick. He was brilliant. That dummy for that third goal just sent the crowd crazy.
After that game, we went on to beat Basel in the Champions League and actually finished top of our Champions League group, which is something that we never ever do. So things were looking great there. We beat Stoke by 3-1, and things were starting to move along quite nicely for Arsenal. You know, doing all right in the league, doing all right in the Champions League. Next game up on the 13th of December was Everton away, and let me tell you something, this is when it all started to go downhill for Arsenal. Everton away, a shocking performance on the night by Arsenal. They lost the game by 2-1. There was a perceived lack of effort in the game, and one player in particular got singled out by lead judges.
And I'm going to say this, controversial to what it is, Ozil is immune to the fans at the moment. He's immune. He has a great chance at 1-1, knocks it over the bar, and they're all singing his name all the time. If Walcott would have done that, he'd have been slated. And then at the end of the game, when we've been 6 hours on the motorways today because of traffic and everything, he's just gone down the tunnel, Robbie. It ain't acceptable. You know, at the end of the day, we're singing his name the whole game. He didn't deserve it today. And what's our thank you for it? He walked straight down the tunnel. The man that you should be singing to every time is Sanchez. If I was Sanchez, I'd be getting fed up with it.
So when you've just had a horrible defeat to Everton, you want a nice, easy game after that, don't you? Well, we didn't get that. Our next game was another tough away assignment, this time at Manchester City. You know what, we got off to a decent enough start, but in the second half, City took over. They beat us pretty comfortably, 2-1 on the day. And after the game, fans were very angry. Claude and Ty were at it again, arguing with each other. And, you know, Claude made it clear what he thought.
Spineless! Spineless! Where were they in the second half? Spineless! No fucking character! No fucking leadership! Where does that boil down to? It boils down to the fucking manager! He's finished! He's finished! He was a great manager! He's gone! He's gone! He's gone! He has got no... The character and the team
You do have to admit, Ty, that it's the same similar traits
the same old crap.
coming back in a way that we saw last year. We've been playing well, but the past couple games, you've seen a similar traits.
True. We have played well. We have no. It's true. It's true. It's very disappointing.
No agenda.
It's very disappointing, but it's still a long way to
go.
go.
There is no agenda. It's time to go.
Whatever,
it's time to go now.
Whatever.
We can't keep carrying on like this, right? We can't keep carrying on.
Can I ask you a question though, Claude? Yeah?
No.
Wait,
it's not good.
It is 2 games. So
do we know? 2 games. This happens every fucking year. We're out of the title race in December. So you
give it up then?
We're going to give up.
If you tell the players to stop playing,
stop giving this delusional fucking shit that you give up every fucking year.
Stop swearing.
I'm sick and tired of it. I'm fucking sick and tired of it.
So, well, that was my Christmas ruined. Well, not exactly ruined, but, you know, it's like going into a defeat just before Christmas. However, just after Christmas, on Boxing Day, we got a really nervy win over West Bromwich Albion at home. We then played Crystal Palace. We beat them by 2-0 in a game that will be remembered for Olivier Giroud's excellent scorpion kick, which I still think was the goal of the season. And then we were away to Bournemouth. Now, looking at it, you think to yourself, 3 points. Bournemouth away, we've got a great record there. Went there, it was another horrific away performance by Arsenal. We were 3-0 down and staring defeat and humiliation in the face. However, fair play to the team. They did come back to equalise and make it 3-3. A great comeback in the end. I interviewed DT after the game, and he wasn't really in the mood to give the team any credit for the comeback.
Do we have to at least give them credit for a fight back? I mean, at 3-0 down, I mean, the headlines were being written. It was looking terrible.
No, what am I giving credit for?
You wouldn't give them no credit for the comeback?
Why am I giving them credit, Robbie? Why are they in that position in the first place? It's bullshit. Every fucking season. This is why I'm moan. Because of that. Absolute bollocks. Sick to death of it.
I'm just asking you.
No, you've asked me and I've given my question.
You give no credit
No.
For a team that's 3-0 down, right? It's a very rare thing.
No.
It's a very rare thing that happens, that a team's 3-0 down.
Oh,
right?
hold on a minute.
Hold on.
3-0 down. I remember when Newcastle were 4-0 down. Who were they playing? Oh, yeah, us. The mentally weak.
Right, but I'm just about to make a point here, right? I remember a lot of teams, when you're 3-0 down, that's it. It's over. In the Premier League, even the 2-0 down. So to come back...
No, you're not getting me
some
to say
credit.
No, nothing. No bit of credit at all. The only credit I'll give you to fans, but at least still going. Those bollocks. Tuesday night, coming all the way here to watch this shit. Ah, fucking hell, Robbie.
Great game in the end.
Oh, fuck off.
So after that game, which was a pretty traumatic one, not good for the nerves, we started to pick up a bit of form. FA Cup, we played against Preston. We beat them by 2-1. Really good game that was. We beat Burnley. We beat Swansea pretty easily. And then another FA Cup game at the end of the month. We went away to Southampton and destroyed them by 5-0. So things starting to pick up for Arsenal. Then we went into our next home game against Watford. And you're thinking to yourself, nice, easy game. Get 3 points on the board. Starts establishing ourselves again as a team that can really challenge for the Premier League. Easy game against Watford. What do we go and do? We go and lose with a really, I think it's got a rank amongst our poorest performance. Not just, you know, for the 16-17 season, but for as long as I can remember. It was spineless, gutless. It was terrible. Arsenal losing on the night to Watford. After the game, loads of fans were angry, but I spoke to Ty, and Ty had what he said was a very good reason for why Arsenal lost the game.
Well, it wasn't the best defending. Things can happen. Remember, we mustn't forget that it's been raining, so the pitch is quite...
It's been raining?
Yeah.
Are you being serious? It's raining for both teams.
Yeah, I know, but...
Come on, Ty. Come on, no. You know what? Listen, you're my good brethren, yeah?
Absolutely.
But you're making some... Come on, man. You're making some... You're making up excuses for a disgusting performance. It's raining.
Yeah, no...
Come on, man. It's raining now. We're still here. The last team you wanted to be playing after a defeat against Watford at home, where all your fans are angry, is to go away and face Chelsea. You know, the team that was running away with the Premier League, the team that was sweeping everybody aside. Ever since we've beaten them 3-0, they changed their formation and they were just ripping everybody apart. Could we go there and do some damage at Stamford Bridge? No, we couldn't. They ripped us apart as well. And after the game, fans had had enough of the manager.
Absolute disgrace. Mesut Ozil is a disgrace to Arsenal Football Club. He is so lazy. No one tell me Ozil is world class. There's so many players out there better than Mesut Ozil. He's a disgrace. As for Wenger, please get the hell out of my club, yeah? This is disgraceful now. We're 12 points behind early February. We're out of the title race. It's done. It's absolutely gone. There's no effort. There's no desire in that team. Okay, at least Sanchez always shows effort and desire. Today, I don't know what he's doing, but usually he's always passionate. He's always world class, but today it was a disgrace. I'm going for Mesut Ozil today. I don't know what he was doing. We need a new world-class midfielder. Cesc Fabregas is what you call a midfielder, not Mesut Ozil, yeah? The sooner our fans realize that, the better. As for Wenger, it's time to go. It's time to go. Just do us a favor. The atmosphere is poisonous right now. He needs to go. It's gone.
So after our usual beating at Stamford Bridge, we played Hull City in our next game, beating them by 2-0. But then it was back to Champions League. Now, as I said, we'd finished top of the group. We was all saying, yes, at last. We always seem to finish runners-up and get teams like Barcelona and Bayern Munich. Now we finished top. Who did we get? Bayern Munich again. Okay, we're saying to ourselves, it's going to be different this time. We know we got humiliated by them before 5-1, but this time it's going to be different. We went into the game, half-time, it's 1-1, and we were thinking, you know what? It is going to be different this time. We're going to be all right. Hold on to that, get them back to our place. You never know, we got the away goal. We lost the game by 5-1. Again, complete humiliation over there in Germany. I spoke to these two fans after the game and just listen to what they had to say. They weren't happy.
People are laughing at us. people are making a joke out of Arsenal. You hear the guy in Bayern Munich, they're laughing. Every time they score, they go, ha, ha, ha. We're not a serious club.
We are tactically naive. We've had 6 at Chelsea, 5 at Liverpool, 5 twice here, 8 at Manchester United. Wenger, you've been brilliant for Arsenal. Thank you for everything you've done, mate. But it's time to move on. Just come out and say, I'm leaving at the end of the season. Everyone will get behind the team. Everyone will get behind the club. All the negative attitude will disappear. But you have to go.
There was a little bit of respite for Arsenal after that game in the Champions League. We'd drawn Sutton United, non-league team, in the FA Cup and beat them 2-0 away at their place. Nice little trip to a non-league ground. But then it was back to the big action. Liverpool away. Again, the fans were looking at it and saying, right, Arsenal, give us a performance. It's been a while since we've been to Liverpool and won a game. We haven't been winning any of these games against the big teams. Give us a performance. I think you're going to guess it. And not only that, before the game, Arsene Wenger made an incredible decision to leave Alexis Sanchez out of the team, which nobody could understand. And then we went into the game, and yet again, another humiliating away defeat. And here's what the fans had to say.
Let me break it down. Team selection. Why is Sanchez not starting? Why is our best player not starting this game? Our second player's off. He's ill, he's sick, he doesn't want to play for this club anymore anyway. Now look at Sanchez, the way he left the pitch. A quick wave and gone. A quick wave and gone. That guy, he's gone. Point 2, Wenger, why is he always standing up? Why is he always sitting down, Why is he always sitting down? He didn't get up till the 91st minute. He's standing for the final 2 minutes of the game. All of us are standing, cheering the team, trying to back the team till the end. This didn't come out till 90th minute. This didn't come out till the 3rd goal went in. I don't want to bring this out. I actually respect what he originally done for us. I respect him for that. But it's over. It's over.
The next game was the second leg game against Bayern Munich. All right, listen. I don't think no fan was under any illusion. We're 5-1 down from the first leg. This was just about pride. We were like, you know, just go out there, restore a bit of pride back. We know we're out of the Champions League, that 5-1 drubbing. But just go out there and restore a bit of pride. What did the team do? They didn't go out there and restore a bit of pride. They went out there and humiliated themselves and us yet again. Back-to-back 5-1 defeats. A 5-1 defeat at home to Bayern Munich. I've got to say, I've never seen so many angry fans after the game. Lots and lots of fans clamouring for Arsene Wenger to go. I think this one fan here, he was the one amongst one of the angriest on the night. And I was not going to argue with him either.
All right, enough is enough, all right? Everyone, there's certain people out there who are saying, we want to keep Wenger. Come on, guys. As Arsenal Wenger has turned Arsenal supporters into losers. Third, fourth. How long is it going to go on for? We can't keep having this. We can't keep saying, all right, who are we going to bring in? Wenger stayed into this club for too long, okay? And he's made good managers pass us by. Enough is enough. Enough is enough now. Do you know what I mean? This is an embarrassment. What we witnessed today, guys, is an embarrassment. And all Wenger's going to come out and say, we've had good spirits, our guys stayed together. Come on, enough. I've had enough of it. And at the end of the day, all Wenger does is sit down on that bench and do nothing. And look at Bowles. Now, Bowley was a great defender. You telling me he can't sort out that defence? Is he not allowed to say anything? Enough is enough, guys. And at the end of the day, all right, I love my club. But I'll tell you what, I know Arsene Wenger is putting a lot of Arsenal supporters off in watching the game and going into the game. It's got to stop now. It's got to stop. And I'll tell you, Wenger could bring in as much players. It's not about the players. It's Arsene Wenger.
The clamour for Wenger to go is really reaching boiling point now. He was being asked questions about it in all of his press conferences and interviews, and he was saying that, listen, I'll give you a decision soon. The one little respite that he had in the season was the FA Cup, and we had another easy tie, this time against Lincoln City at home. Another non-league team who'd done well. They'd beaten Burnley to get there, but Arsenal dispatched them pretty easily, 5-0. Our next game was West Bromwich Albion away,
And listen, we was all thinking to ourselves, well, West Brom away, a chance to get points on the board. You know, we knew at this stage that the league had gone, but let's push to get into that top 4. Another humiliating defeat, this time by West Brom. Anybody who went to the game could tell you how bad it was. The atmosphere was toxic. There was a plane flown over the ground before the game asking for Wenger to go. And after that humiliating defeat, in which Arsenal barely put up any effort, Troopz, he wanted Wenger out.
He don't, no, none of them care, fam. None of them, blood. None of Wenger.
So for you, what needs to be done?
Wenger to go. Kroenke to go.
Would you, you know,
Wenger should, after today, Wenger should resign tonight. Yeah? Because it's gonna, we're not gonna get top 4, blood.
The next game up was Man City at home. Tough game, but we managed to get a 2-2 draw out of that one, so that was okay. We beat West Ham by 3-0 at home pretty comfortably. And then we were starting to look at some of the teams around us, like Liverpool and Man City, and they were slipping up a bit. They were faltering. There was a chance that Arsenal could still make the top 4 and get into those Champions League places. We had an away game at Crystal Palace, a place where we always go and seem to get a result at. So we were all feeling pretty confident that, you know, the league's over, that's gone ages, but let's get into those Champions League positions. We went away to Crystal Palace and we got beat. Humiliating. 3-0 defeat away to one of our London rivals. And the performance on the day, I have to say, was so poor. The clamour for Wenger to go just reached fever pitch, and this is what fans had to say.
It's not just Arsenal. He picked a strong enough team. But that team do not look like they're playing for him. Don't tell me they're playing for Arsene Wenger. They can come out all they want on social media and go, greatest manager, love playing for him. Does it look like you love playing for him? Nah, doesn't. Absolutely not, Robbie. Yeah, I have my 16-year-old and my 6-year-old boy there. I can guarantee they would have put better performances in than them. It's embarrassing. Yeah, we've got no problem with coming to games. We've got no problem if we lose, but we put 110% in, and we see a team that look like they're fighting. Sometimes you have to hold your hands up, say, you know what, you're the better side. And yes, Crystal Palace were the better side today, but we let them just boss us.
You know what, DT was pretty upset after that game, but the one interview I can really remember after that game was by Kelechi. Now, Kelechi made a suggestion that maybe Wenger should make a tactical change. Nostradamus, Kelechi. Listen to what he had to say.
You are losing 3 away games in a row, 3-0. Change the system. Play 3 men at the back. Use your brain.
Kelechi, I never... Hold on, guys. Hold on. Give me some room.
Yeah, guys, give me some room, man.
They like you around here. Kelechi,
I'm not smiling. I'm not smiling. My brother, I'm not happy.
That's what I'm
I'm
going to
not happy.
say. That's what I'm going to say. I've never seen you this angry.
My brother, I'm not happy. I sat in the palace end. My brother was humiliated. The disgraceful performance. Shaka. Charlie Adams is better than Shaka. I'm telling you, my God. Charlie Adams is better than Shaka. All those boys are poor. Scrap the whole team or change the system.
We beat Middlesbrough away in our next game, and Arsene Wenger had taken the advice of Kelechi. He did go with 3 at the back, and even though he looked a bit shaky at times, it worked. You know, we're a bit more solid, and we managed to get a 2-1 victory. Then we went into the game, the semi-final of the FA Cup. This time, no Sutton United, no Lincoln, no half-strength Southampton, a proper difficult team to get past. Manchester City, nobody gave us a prayer before the game. Nobody gave us any chance of winning the game. I remember speaking to these Manchester City fans, and they gave us no hope.
I was going to say 3-1 as well, but now I'm going to say 4-1 to City.
4-1? Why do you think that?
Well, I think, to be honest, I think your boys are not really playing for Mr. Wenger anymore.
2-0 for City.
2-0 for City?
Yeah.
Why do you think that? You don't think we score at all?
Aguero play. Get Aguero score.
Not scared of Alexis?
Nope.
But we pulled it off. We won the game by 2-1. Brilliant performance by Arsenal, rode our luck a bit at times, and we were into the final of the FA Cup, and there was one player who really emerged as a star out of that game.
I think it was a big bet between him for man of the match and our new superstar, Rob Holding. Mate, he fucking... I'm swearing, I'm not supposed to swear anymore. But look, you know, Rob Holding played a blinder today. Every single player on that pitch done well today, you know.
Can we win it?
Well, yeah, mate, for what I saw at Chelsea last night, they're for the taking.
In the next game, we beat Leicester at home by 1-0, and then it was the North London derby, the game we all look forward to at White Hart Lane, last North London derby there, and we were all saying to ourselves, come on Arsenal, go in there and spoil the party there. Don't let this be the last North London derby and you don't turn up. You know, let's go there and do something. You know, they hadn't lost there all season. Let's go there and, you know, put a spanner in their works. Nah, we got turned over. And as a matter of fact, we lost 2-0. But if I'm being 100% honest, it should have been worse on the day. They were all over us. And it was another humiliating away defeat, this time at the hands of our big rivals. And, you know, not a great day for me, actually, because coming out of the ground as well, got rushed by a load of Spurs fans, managed to get past that, luckily. But interviewing fans after the game, I spoke to this old school fan and he'd had enough.
You know, like, I mean, for me, Arsenal Spurs is our big game of the season. Doesn't matter what's going on in the league. There was nothing there today. You can see that at Palace, at Borough, there was no passion, no nothing. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans are like myself, right? All you want is, right, I'd rather see 10 boys out there today, youngsters, giving it for the badge. A lot of them are gone. Don't want to play for the club, for me. And if Sanchez stays or goes, if he don't want to play for the club, go. I do, honestly, right? I want players, I'm an old Arsenal fan, right? And I want players who want to play for the team. And if they ain't going to play for this club, go, for me. And Wenger, for me, he's lost the plot. I think his team selection, everything about him is finished. I really do. I think he's finished. And I think I would rather take 2 steps back to go front again.
Next up was Jose Mourinho's Manchester United. Another one of those games that we never win. We never beat Mourinho's teams, but we did. You know, we put in a decent performance on the day and beat Manchester United by 2-0, so that was really encouraging. Then we went away to Southampton. We never win at Southampton, do we? They always seem to do us. We ain't won there for years. Went there and we beat Southampton. I was like, well, okay. Then Stoke away. We never beat Stoke. We went away and we beat Stoke. I'm like, what's going on? Then we had to play Sunderland at home, knowing that we had to win that game to have any chance of getting into the top 4 and win it handsomely. We didn't win it handsomely, but we won it by 2-0. It was hard fought. And that meant it all boiled down to the last game of the season. But it weren't in our hands. And this was to get in the top 4, not win the league, by the way. That was already done and dusted for Chelsea. What we had to do is we had to win our game, and we had to hope that Liverpool would lose, and we had to hope that Manchester City would lose and lose big. Unfortunately, none of those two things happened. Liverpool won their game by 3-0, beating Middlesbrough. Manchester City thrashed Watford away. And even though we won our last game, beating Everton by 3-1, a game in which Koscielny stupidly got sent off, which cost him his place in the FA Cup final, it meant that for the first time under Arsene Wenger's tenure, Arsenal would not be in the top 4, would not be in the Champions League places. And you've got to say, deserved. We have not performed. And after the game, we interviewed a guy who's become a real legend on this channel, Chris Hudson, and he was pretty damning about our performances in the league.
And I've got to tell you something now. If he is staying, it's in the history of Arsenal Football Club. That's the most selfish, arrogant decision I've seen in the history of this club. There is no way on God's earth that he should remain manager of this club.
He may be there thinking to himself that, listen, I can do it again. I can do it again. If you give me the funds, I can do it.
Rob, If you could give him trillions of pounds, please, Robbie, you're rewarding failure. The bottom.
What about if it was Usmanov, say, came in and gave him a big budget? You still wouldn't have confidence in him doing it?
Sorry, no, I wouldn't, mate. And you know, I've tried all the time. You've got to give the man respect what he's done, blah blah blah. But let's have a look at some of his interviews in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Arsen, what is your opinion of the director of football? Arms up and down. Oh, someone directs the traffic. What respects are we getting shown, Rob? You know, and the board. Look at, this is the worst board we've had in the history of this club. You've heard nothing from them. Nothing. You see this? Nothing. All of them should hang their heads in shame tonight, because what you can dress it up as much as you want is failure.
So the league was done and dusted, and we hadn't performed well in the league, you know, and deservedly hadn't got into those Champions League places. But we still had a chance to win a trophy, the FA Cup final. And, you know, something that could give the manager, Arsene Wenger, a bit of relief after a really traumatic season. But this time, the final was against Chelsea. No Hull City this time, no Aston Villa. No, this time against a team that has swept everybody away all season, against a team that has humiliated us the last time we played them, against a team that just were been brilliant. 30 wins they'd had in the Premier League. And nobody gave Arsenal a prayer of winning the final. But you know what? We won it. We won the final. We beat Chelsea in the final. And not only did we beat them comfortably. You know, I know it was 2-1, but, you know, we were all over them. I mean, it was a performance that made us as fans proud of Arsenal in a season where most times we weren't. It was like, where has that been all season? And you know what? After a long, traumatic, hard season, as I said, a roller coaster ride up and down, I think Claude summed it up afterwards. He was just emotionally drained when I interviewed him.
It's not been a great year for me. It's not been a great year for me, but to see this today, the performance from the team, I was so fucking proud. I was so proud of the team today. That
you're pretty emotional at the moment, Claude. I mean, it's like a draining game.
I just can't believe we've done it. I thought that our performance, you know, when you say you saved the best till last, we did today, didn't we? I mean,
you could see what it meant there, and I felt like that. Many fans felt like that. The other thing about it was, well, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you what. Let me make Mr. DT tell you what the other thing was about this victory.
This is a nice way to end the season. We've got a trophy. Once again, we've had a better season than Tottenham, and yet we've played shit. So they can sit there and talk about the Champions League or whatever. It's about trophies, and we've won a trophy. You've won fuck all. So you're still in our shadow.
So, well, that's it. You know, poor in the league, poor in the Champions League, but we still won a trophy. And you know what? Fans over the years have been saying, I'd rather win a trophy than finish 4th place. So we got that this season. Traumatic season, roller coaster ride, as I said, but it's been fantastic as usual to be there with the fans. We interviewed a record amount of fans this season. I really want to thank everybody who came on and who was part of ArsenalFanTV this year. I want to thank the whole team, guys like Tao, Brennan, Marcus, Pippa, you know, I want to thank Mems, you know, all the fans, as I said, who've come on and given up their time for interviews. It's been a really brilliant. We've had some great interviews. The highlight, I think, the great interview we did with Gary Neville. You know, so much brilliant stuff. It was great to get around to all these different grounds around the UK. The tour in the summer when we went to LA and we went to Sweden and Norway. That was fantastic. And just, you know what, I will never stop loving this club. I will never stop doing this because it's just so good. And I'm just hoping that we can have a better season next year in the Premier League, because I think we showed in that final that if we apply ourselves, we can beat anybody, but who knows. Leave your comments below. I'd like you to tell me what you think your favourite moment of the season was. I think I know what that will be. Also tell me what you think was the most horrific moment of the season. But once again, I want to thank you very much. Thanks to everybody who subscribed to us. We've had a record amount of people subscribing. The views have been absolutely incredible this year. Win or lose. You know, you've got these people, oh, you only get views when you lose. All right, okay, mate. I mean, we are there, ArsenalFanTV, at every single game. Win, lose, draw, and we'll be doing the same thing for next season. And don't forget, right throughout the summer, we're going to be keeping you up to date with all the transfer activity. We're going to be over in Australia and China following Arsenal. So keep it locked here on ArsenalFanTV. And also look out for our brand new football team. Come and be part of that as well. Thanks for watching. Listen, it wasn't good in the league, but at least we won a trophy.